Hi, I'm Holly Flink. The last final project. This is a little crazy for me. I did a lot. And I feel bad because after making it really looks a lot like some of my other maps. But I'm more of I make a story in my mind of like what do I want the player to do, and then I base everything off of around that, we had a discussion about whether we take story first or mechanics first, and I'm always a story person first because I have an idea and then I want to take that idea and force the other things to go around that idea. So let's get started. There's so much to go over, and I think I'm gonna get lost. I'm gonna open the door. Okay. So you have to get out of here. You have to find the key. It is in one of the rooms. Oh, it is not capitalized. Whatever. You have to find the key. It isn't. Oh, actually, never mind. I don't know what I'm saying. It is in one of the boss rooms. They're like these rooms. They're these little square boxes. The first room's code is F. See if the key is in there. Watch out for the guards and the gas zones. They're like damage zones. If you get lost, press 1 to use Fredbot. Fredbot, he's up there. I don't know if we can see him from up here. There he is. That's Fredbot. And 2 to return to yourself. And you can also use the camera system that's in the sky. After making the lab dark, you can't really see it, but you can see barely. There's a guard there. The little red dot's a guard. There's a guard there, a guard there, a guard there, and then there's one there. And then these square boxes that look red, those are the gas zones. So we can use this, or we can use Fred, which I've never used third person before. So third person, you can kind of see there's a guard right there. They're little square box guards. I finally figured out a way to do the AI. That's not really how I wanted the AI to work out, but it works out pretty well. So there's the exit door. There's all these little boxes, and he can go all the way up around the map. He can fall down, but I wouldn't recommend it. He's just up. I just have him up here as an aesthetic to see better. He has a light attached to him, which is not following him at all. It's more like on his chest instead of on the floor. I guess that's my fault. I moved the light. We have a health bar, as you can see. Fred doesn't have a health bar, so he can't die. But that's besides the point. So let's go back to me. We have a health bar though. It's green. So we have full health. So let's go. So the guards, the moment they see you, see, he's following. He's coming after me. I couldn't get him to kill you when he touched you, but he still follows. They still follow really cool. See? So I finally got the AI to follow you correctly. Now I just can't get him to kill you, but it's in there. Like, if I touch him, the blueprint's set up so that it starts you over, but it doesn't. So this key is F. That's how we open the door. Guess it is in here. Try the next one. That key is H. Go. And these are the gas boxes. Turn the corner. You have to walk into this one, so there we go. It takes 1/10 of the health bar. So the health bar is 1. So every time you walk into one, it takes 0.1 of the 1. So 1/10 of it. This one was H. You can see through the doors, but that's yeah. R is the next one. Well, you can read it. Damn, not here either. Well, on to the next one, I guess. The next one is, let me see here, it is R. I did kind of like a Stanley Parable thing, where it was like, oh no. Ah, damn it. I'm bad at the controls because, ooh, I almost walked into that. I accidentally originally had 2 of the doors opened with A and S, which, I forgot that that's how you move, and I couldn't move left or down or backwards, and I was like, what is happening? So R opens this one. What is happening? I was sure it was here. Whatever. Try the next one. It's T. So this is where I'm gonna get lost. Go this way, go that way, avoid him, like so. It's all the way down. Oh, no, hold on, we gotta turn in here. Gonna hit that box no matter what. It's in, and this one. So our health is diminishing. So if you mess up, the thing is it's supposed to be if you mess up and you miss one and you have to go back because you went to the wrong one, you would die because you would have to go through specific areas where you can't avoid those sections. This is starting to get ridiculous. I guess try the next one, Jay. I did a real Stanley Parable thing where it was like, oh, what's going on? It's not working. This is Jay. The door opens. So I'm getting kind of annoyed. The next one is K. And he's like kind of losing his shit. I'm so bad at avoiding my own traps. This is K. I get lost because I can't remember which doors are which. Yep, this is K. The next one's G. He's just kind of giving up at this point. We need to go around over here. I will say, oh, hi Fred. The bots have a little, they kind of have a little bug on them, is that if they walk too close to the wall, they'll get stuck in it, and then they won't be able to move until they see you again. So we open this. However, whoever did this doesn't know how to make games. Next one's P. He's starting to get mad. You know, like, in Stanley Parable, how, like in the demo, he started getting mad and stuff. That's what I was trying to go based off of. I know how to make games. Sort of. I mean, that's why I'm here. Haha. Ah! This better be it. The next one's M. He's, like, super annoyed now. Did I get hit by that? No. And as you can see, I still have a lot of health. And in here. I always forget he's here. I walk into him every time. And ah, finally, you got it. Now get out of here. So we got the key, picked it up, see it's gone. I'm gonna go out. Ooh, I almost walked into that. We're gonna go down here. See, he's kind of floating. There we go. I'll fix them. There we go. They float sometimes, and you can't avoid that one. Oh, I already have the key, never mind. And push, the door's gone. Wow, that was it. Well, it's over, I guess. You did it. Bye. So I did it. So let's load. There we go. So that's how the game plays. There's the camera that lets you see down. Oh, that's another thing I didn't reference. They're so cute. As you're walking, actually we can go back into it. It's so loud every time. You see these little sparkles floating around. They're fireflies, except in this, I kind of made it, since the sky is really, really red and the map's really, really red for some reason, I decided that, you know what, they kind of look like sparks from like fire, so that's why you gotta get out of here. But they look really cute, and I found the cool firefly aspect. It was really awesome. So this is the full map. I did it a little confusing than I should have. So you start from here, you go to this one, then this one, this one, then this one, then you have to come all the way back here to this one, then this one, to this one, this one, this one. Instead of just going and having this be the last one. I didn't, but it's okay, because I think it's harder that way. So let's go over how everything works. First off, let's go to the camera. So this is the camera. You have to make a texture and a material, and then for this camera up here, where is it? There you go. You have to select a texture target. So that's why you have to make your own target, and you have to make your own material. And if we go in, actually the texture doesn't do anything. It's this, yeah. You would pull in the texture into the material, as you can see, and then connect it to the base color. It's really simple. So that's how go back to content, please. Thank you. We should go over blueprints. Blueprints. Where is it? There it is. So this is how Fred works. We made a new player controller. When you press 1, you get the third-person character class and you possess it. When you press 2, you get the first-person character back and you possess that, so you go back to it. And you can go back and forth. So that's how that works. That's how Fred works. Okay, the fireflies. So, first off, you make a material. You make a new material, and the video that I watched off of it had all of these numbers, so as you can see, and it flickers. It looks really cool. It looks really cool. Looks like cute little fireflies. And the particle system is way less complicated than the snow particle system I did. So that's how it looks, as you can see in the viewport. They look like stars. They're so cute. Anyways, so you choose a material for it. The spawn rate left at 20. Their lifetime is 5 seconds. Their size is very small. Some big, some small, obviously. Velocity, location. They have a spread of 500. So I put down, because that spread is actually very small, I put down several of them so you can see these little ones here. Yeah. So as you can see, we have like, there's 12, 14, wow, how many are there? Oh wow, there's a lot. There's 26 of it, of the firefly particle effect everywhere, and they sparkle and they look really cute, and you can see them actually on the screen. They're really cute. I don't know why I find them so cute. They rotate a little bit, and then they have a sphere rotation on them to give them that flicker and to kind of give them that falling, kind of floaty look, as he explained in the video. So that's how that works. It's content. We won't go into first person yet. Cards. We won't go into the first person character yet because that's just how. So guards. So this is the guard itself. It's just a simple. It's a cube. It's a character class. It's a blueprint class. It's a character class. And he just has like a box in him. He's just a cube. And I made him skinny and red. He's bad. They kind of make me feel like it's a robotic kind of area. So they're like robots. He doesn't have any graphs on him. This is the controller, which is how to make a guard controller. And what it does basically is that when it starts, it moves. It's a run behavior tree, and it uses the behavioral tree that we made. So let's go into the behavioral tree. So this is the behavioral tree. And you needed a blackboard, and the blackboard has a object key, and its player, and the base class is an actor, so that it moves. And basically is that when it starts, it's gonna look for the player key, which is the first person, which is, it's looking for an actor, so you. I think it'll also chase Fred because he's also a actor, but it finds the actor, the player, and it moves to it. So that's just how it moves, which is perfect, and it works out fine. This, we had to make a, crap, I forgot what it was called. I shouldn't have closed this, actually. it needed a sequence. That's what it needed this. So we had to add a sequence. So we had to create our own sequence, and this is basically how it gets the controller, it gets the pawn, and it all sets to the blackboard so that the tree, so that it can find the player. So it's a sequence called find player, and it just basically, it finds the player. So that's how that works. As for how it's supposed to work, based off of, so when our capsule, the first person capsule, comes in contact with the guard, it's supposed to start you over, but it doesn't work, and I don't know why. I don't know if I didn't change it. That's another thing. Is that it's supposed to be cast to guard. So you have, I tried guard class, but when it does that, obviously it's looking for a specific class, but it's not in a class, it's a blueprint. So we cast to, it's a blueprint character. So it's supposed to work, cast a guard, and when you come in contact with the capsule guard, which is actually him, this little orange, the little red square, when you touch it, it's supposed to start you over. It kills you, basically. I'm gonna compile, thank you. But that didn't work, so. But it's there. Health. So let's go into the health bar. So I made a health bar, again, so that the damage zones will work. I don't think I opened these. Oh, I did. Duh. Oh, that's the damage zone. That's right. So, this is the health bar. It's a simple horizontal box with 2 vertical boxes inside of it. It says health, and then the black bar is when you're at 0 health, and then the green bar, which is over it, which you can't see, is when you're at full health. So this is how that works. And then for it, this is the damage zone. So when you walk into those boxes that you saw, the gas boxes, these, yes, that's right. It's applying. So when you walk into the box, your health, or that health bar that we made, see it's 1, our health equals 1. When it comes in contact with those boxes, it takes, actually that's not, it's in first person, health, which is 1, our health is 1, as you can see there. When you walk into it, it takes it to a 10th, and then when you finally hit it too many times when you're at 0, it starts you all over. Which can only happen if you mess up. So if I went the wrong way and there's areas where you can't avoid the gas zones, damage zones, then it'll hurt you. And you might have to start over again. So that's how the damage zone works. Okay, let's put you over here. Go back to content. And we'll talk about the key. So I made another key thing, just a simple key. Make a material actor class so that you can make the key however you want it to look. So we had to make an inventory, obviously. Add inventory, check inventory. And we had to add that inventory to our first person character. So it's going to check to see if it has it. Yada yada yada. We add an inventory to our variables as well as health. And if we go over here, so it adds the inventory, adds inventory. If we go up here, it's crazy over here. So this is how, I forgot. So this is how the health widget works. So as soon as the event begins, it creates the widget, adds to your viewport, I'm not gonna mess with that. And it sets it, basically. And then, unfortunately, you can't put more than one event begins play, so because it's already in the first person character event graph, I just have to, like, I had to do the same thing last time. Anyways, so we added the inventory. Inventory adds all that stuff. This is how the door works. So when you get to the door, which is this door 11, they're all numbered. Door 11, which is this door here. When you walk into it, because it has a collision box on it, it will check to see if you have the key, and if it does, it'll destroy the door. You can't play, I wanted it to play matinee actor, but it doesn't work that way, so it's just gonna destroy the door. So that's how the door works. This is the pickup box. When you walk over the pickup box, which is just the key here, this is a static mesh, and then this is the actual blueprint class for the static mesh, so that when you walk over it, it adds it to your inventory and destroys the actor. We don't need first person character, so let's talk about this mess. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of doors. A lot of doors. So this is the first door. You press O, opens the door, plays the matinee actor, which opens it, and it works for all the other doors, except they all have different keys. So it's the same, they all have different keys, so you can see a lot of nonsense. This is the kill zone. The kill zone, which you didn't see, I can show it to you really fast. Let's do it. Ugh. My computer's not running very well. It's not running well because I've got several other things open. Excuse me, friend. I know a shortcut to get to. I can't avoid this whole stupid box. Go here. Cut through here. Go in here. I think it's M. Yep, that's what opens it. We're gonna get the key. It's a little maker's hack. I love these little fireflies. See, he's like stuck right now. Then when he found us, he gets unstuck. Same with him. Because you go over there and they sense you, but like they can't get to you and they walk to the door. Yeah. There we go. So the only kill zone is on the outside of the map. There you go. It's right here. So that if you fall off the map, it kills you. So that's just there. And then all the texts work the same way. You had a billboard and a text render. Good, so close. There we go. Get camera manager, get the location, get world location for that, vector minus vector, graph from X. I always put the actor rotation on, but if you put, I think it's tick, there we go. Then every tick, it'll follow you. Every time. See? So, just, it follows you wherever you look at it. I just never put it because I just, who cares? I just have the set actor rotation just there, just in case. But that's how all the texts work, and then, of course, you just write whatever you want. So that's it. That's my final. I'm real nervous about it. I didn't do too much stuff with lighting. I didn't really care about the lighting and sound effects. If I was going to put them in, they were just going to be aesthetic. There's a few lights. They're just point lights, just to light up the area. I got too busy with work and other finals to be like, I want to do this cool aesthetic of like lights and sound triggers, but honestly they're just for aesthetic and story-wise. But I finally got the AIs to work in a way I want them to work. The particle system is like my favorite thing. And I finally, and I'm no, and I'm so glad that I just went and copy and pasted this whole structure, and plus the doors, and there's like several doors and door frames. It's a lot of matinee actors too. See a lot of doors and doors frames. Because it made, like, I didn't have to pull boxes in and do all the sizes again, blah, 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 blah. But Fred worked really well. Possessing a third-person character worked really well. Because before I had done a vehicle, but vehicles, I don't like the way they move. But I think I've come a long way in how Unreal works and how the blueprints work, and I just, like, memorized how everything works and what I need to put for everything, and I kept using kind of the same blueprint class and like keys and the same videos to make the same stuff, but I mean, if it works, why change it, right? I know the whole point is to widen our views, widen our knowledge on how Unreal can work, but it works so well, and I did try so many different things, like a new particle system and the way AIs work now. Even the damage zones work different than they have in the past, but it's just, they work, and they make my vision, sorry, I'm stretching, they make my vision work. So it's what I'm really huge on when making games and making projects, is that I get this specific idea and this specific vision, and I want everything else to work around that specific idea and that specific vision. So when I thought about doing this map, I went, so I want it to be like several doors, Stanley Parable-esque, where you just can't find the key, and the person telling you the text, which is the narrator or the goal of the game, is starting to be like, what's happening, and you know, there's things that you have to avoid and stuff. I wanted to add, I don't think it's possible though, I wanted to add at the end, you can press like this trigger box that would destroy the whole map and be like, good job, you did it. But I'm pretty sure I could have done it, but I just ran out of time. So that's my level. I'm proud, and I did learn a lot about, I did really learn a lot about Unreal and how much I like Unreal more than Unity. Because Unity, there's so much programming, I'm just not a programmer. So it's just so much easier to understand blueprints. And there's so much you can do with Unreal. I thought about doing a 2D side-scroller, but I was like, I'm not going to have enough time to figure out how a 2D side-scroller will work with everything that we learned throughout the class and we have to implement. So I'm going to stick to thought about doing third person, but I don't really know how third person works, and I don't like third person cameras in games, so I stuck with what I'm comfortable with, because I knew that my time was going to be limited because of work and because of other finals. Like, I had a film final where I had to create an entire pitch and create an entire film project, and that took so much time, and I just knew that I wasn't going to have enough time to fully test my abilities and create something entirely new. But I'm happy with this. So this is my level 4 game. I always forget what this is for. No, not my grades. Don't make me sign in. Game 218. Game 218. So thanks for watching.